This is how to make money in baseball without ever playing in the MLB. Everyone dreams of making it to the big leagues, but the harsh reality is that less than 10% of minor leaguers will ever step foot in an MLB stadium. So, what happens to the other 90%? Do they just fade away, broke and forgotten? Honestly, yeah, some do. The majority do. But some are able to cash in. Here's the truth: there is serious money to be made in baseball, even if you never make it to the show. I'm talking about life changing and career altering paydays that most players don't even realize exist. If you love the game and you want to make a career out of it, this episode is for you. So we have end goals in mind. We have things that we are aiming for, that we are shooting for. Oftentimes, if we are focusing solely on the end goal, it can take away from what is right in front of us, okay? So if we are just focusing on Major League Baseball as the end goal, yes, we are going to be working towards it. Yes, that is what we are going to see consciously, subconsciously. But if we are focused in on that and solely on that, we are going to miss what is right in front of us. Oftentimes in the game, we are going to miss opportunity that is right in front of us, okay? It is important to take things one day at a time. The college baseball season is just starting. Spring training is just starting. We need to take things one day at a time. We need to win the present moment. We can't get caught up in the end goal of playing Major League Baseball. The way that we get into the draft conversation, the way that we get into professional baseball is by winning today. How crazy is that? Oftentimes, we are so dead set on the end goal, we lose track of all of these opportunities that are available to us. So, in my experience, the things that I have seen, the ways that I have made money in the game of baseball outside of just playing in the show for a limited amount of time, let's dive into it. I want to share those things with you, okay? Because you don't want to chase this dream of playing Major League Baseball, come up a little bit short, even if you have a fantastic career, and then you exit the game broke and in a bad spot. I know guys that have done that personally. I wanted to make sure that my transition out of baseball, regardless of how long I played, didn't hurt me, didn't set me back, okay? We don't want to give 10 years of our lives, maybe a third of our lives going for this dream, and then come out on the other side of it dead broke in a bad spot. That sucks. We don't want to be there, okay? So you do not need MLB service time to turn baseball into a profitable career. There are legitimate ways to make a great living in baseball if you know where to look, if you are aware of the opportunities that are open to you, okay? We know that there's NIL now before we even get into the professional ranks. We know that there's affiliate deals, sponsorships and stuff, social media opportunities. Those things exist, okay? We can start doing that stuff before we're even out of baseball, all right? Players need to shift their mindset from MLB or bust to how can I maximize my value in this game? That is going to help you play a better brand of baseball. That is going to maximize and leverage your influence, your career, your success, and it is going to put you in a better spot before Major League Baseball, during Major League Baseball, after Major League Baseball, or if you don't even get there. I almost ran out of breath right there, dude. Okay? It's important to know that. So let's get into it. There are 3 ways to make life-changing money in this game, okay? Career altering. They can put you on a better path, put you and your family in a better position. And number 1 is minor league free agency, all right? Not everybody makes it to minor league free agency. It is tricky. When you get drafted, you have 7 years to either get an opportunity up top, get put on a roster, or get an opportunity before you hit minor league free agency, before we start getting to you can sign with anybody in the offseason, okay? I don't even want to backtrack and talk about the Rule 5 draft, but basically when the Seattle Mariners drafted me in 2013, I had 7 seasons with them for them to do what they wanted with me, okay? Without penalty, without a cause. After that 7th season, I could sign anywhere I wanted to. That's what that means. So if you are fortunate enough to play minor league baseball for 7 seasons, without getting cut, sticking around, still remaining relevant. You do that by continuing to get better year after year. Yes, you may get kicked in the nuts a little bit by not getting that opportunity, the call up that you want. But if you just outlast it, you talk about the adversity. If you just outlast that adversity, after you hit those 7 seasons, dude, you can cash in. Okay? The reality of minor league pay, most minor leaguers grind for peanuts early on, dude. Peanuts. I wasn't even making like, I don't think $6,000 or $7,000 my first year of professional baseball. I was 27 years old in AAA the year that I debuted. And when I was in AAA in 2019, at 27 years old, after taxes, I was making less than $1,000 every 2 weeks. Okay? That is nothing, dude. That really is nothing. It's crazy how that works, but it really is nothing, man. Making peanuts. That is the reality of the situation. Now, there are a little bit different rules where guys will make at least a minimum threshold. We're talking maybe 20, 30,000 a year. Okay? That's fantastic. If you get a chance to get to minor league free agency, you can make 25 to 30 grand a month. All right? 6 months of the season. Dude, if you're able to make 30 grand a month, we're talking, almost 200 G's. Plus spring training, you get some cash in spring training, you get paid meal money. Okay? There are dudes on free agent deals my last year of playing that were making 30 grand. Okay? I wasn't quite making 30,000 bucks, but I was in minor league free agency 2 years, and that's where I made the majority of my money in baseball. 2020, I signed with the Cubs. I got 25,000 bucks a month. It was COVID, so like I didn't make the full 150 G's that I was supposed to make in AAA, but it still was life-changing money to me. I never made money like that before, dude. Right? It's crazy like that. The big leagues, of course, you get money there, but I'm talking in minor leagues, bro. Being able to make money in the minor leagues is huge. Minor league free agency is a big way that you can do that. That is number one. All right? Guys have split contracts in AAA a lot of times. Okay, veteran guys that have gone up and gone down, they can make a percentage of their major league salary if you just stick around. If you're able to hit minor league free agency, 7 years, dude, you can really, really, really make some good money. All right, the money's important. If you want to hear a story about how important this minor league free agency money is, I played with a guy, all right, and a manager that faked an injury and prolonged an injury to stay making this minor league salary. This money is life changing, so much so guys will go through their minor league career, not make anything, get this opportunity, and it's like, whoa, I can make, 10, 20, maybe even 30 grand a month, and they're finally experiencing that. And then it's like, oh man, I'm not playing well. There's a short leash. If you make a whole bunch of money in AAA on a free agent deal, there's going to be big expectations. So if you slump, dude, you're the first on the chopping block. Okay. So this guy gets an injury. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's not. He's not doing very well and he wants to prolong it. You can't get cut or released when you are injured. So you are going to continue making your minor league free agent money. So I've seen a player and a coach conspire to prolong an injury because he knew that the chopping block was coming, if you know what I mean. All right? If you want to get there, if you want to prolong your career, if you want to get to the back end of that minor league free agency money, you need to position yourself for a payday. The best ability in the minor leagues is availability. Injuries happen. The way that you can get opportunity, make it to minor league free agency, is by staying healthy, performing consistently, and outlasting the competition. That is a lot of what the minor leagues is, okay? Dudes, your friends are getting cut left and right around you, getting moved up and down. Can you handle playing in a new city? Can you perform consistently with shitty sleep? Can you stay healthy, even if you're eating fast food on the road, okay? You need to position yourself to cash in. You need to leverage yourself, your ability, and your body in order to get there, okay? Also, you have to understand your worth. So you have agents at this point. You have an understanding of how the business works. You know your worth. You know that you have leverage, and hopefully you are making smart moves. Okay, so your agent is going to field these deals for you, and he's going to negotiate the highest price, hopefully, so you can cash in the most. This is when trust comes in. This is when having that relationship with your agent and your representation comes in. This is when it really gets into play. Okay. It's huge. 25 grand is what I was making my first year minor league free agency. Next year, 2021, my last year, I got a little pay raise, 26 grand a month. Okay. That is life-changing money to a dude like me. It gives me the ability to start this right here. Okay. Gives me the flexibility to decide what's next. It's crazy. All right. Number one, if you can get to minor league free agency, it is a big jump in money. You can make life-changing money without even getting to the top in Major League Baseball. Okay. Number two, if you were really trying to get the most amount of money that you can out of this game, and you are playing professional baseball, playing winter ball is huge. It is a hidden gold mine. Okay, it is a hidden gold mine. Winter ball pays you huge because they only have a select amount of imports that they can bring in out of the country, meaning like American players, dudes that aren't born in this country. So I played in Mexico for 2 years and I played in Puerto Rico for 1 year. Okay. So these Mexican teams can only have X amount of import players. I believe that number was like 7 or 8, dude. And so that just doesn't mean American players, right? I'm talking about like Dominican players, Venezuelan players, Canadian players. Like if they wanted to bring in an import, they only could have 8. So they will pay top dollar to bring in winners. In my experience, Puerto Rico was great. Mexico was even better. I played in Culiacan, okay, and then I played in Obregon, and it was fantastic. They paid extremely well. It was great baseball. I learned how to win. It wasn't just a vacation, okay? So I think this is where the misconceptions happen. I went out there. I made $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and it's untaxed out there. That's where you get an education in tax, okay? I went out there making life-changing money for a couple months in order to help a baseball team win. If you are the type of player that wants to win, that is willing to give up your off season in order to go out there and fight for a team that you don't know who they are, you have no prior relationship, go in a different country with a different language, being uprooted, and like you can show up every day and help your team win, dude, they will pay you big time money to go play winter ball. To be honest with you, they don't pay a whole lot in Puerto Rico. Not in my experience. Okay, it's a U.S. territory, man. Like they weren't necessarily saying, dude, we'll throw just boatloads of cash at you to come down here, live on a beach, and like play it's almost like America feels like, right? It's everybody kind of speaks English. Going out to Mexico, it's like, bro, it's a commitment. It is a commitment out here, dude. You have to uproot yourself. Like it could be a little bit dangerous sometimes, bro. Like you're away from home. It's wild. Okay, they will bring guys out to these foreign countries to take on risk, uproot, leave yourself from your family. Right? If you are going to risk your body for an off season, you're not going to be resting and doing your off season routine in preparation for the next season. You're going to be sacrificing that in order to go out to Mexico. They're going to pay you for that. All right. My first year out there with no major league time, dude. I just went in 2018. I hit 260 in AAA, and then I went to the Arizona Fall League, and I won an Arizona Fall League championship, dude. I got a ring. It was sick. I leveraged that for my first Mexican baseball season. So I went straight from the Arizona Fall League to Mexico, winning a championship. I'm like, yo, bro, look, I just helped this team win. I was the oldest kid on the team. I just helped them win a championship. I'm a winner. Okay. My agent was able to leverage that. I was making 15 grand a month playing for the Tomateros, Culiacan in Mexico. No major league time, barely any AAA time, dude. It's amazing. Okay. It's incredible, bro. It's life changing. They treat you well, but it's more than just a paycheck. It is not a vacation. You go out there and you experience a whole new world. I'm talking about passionate baseball culture. It is where I learned how to win. Okay. So you're going into the lion's den, dude. You're not coming out here to take a vacation. You get international exposure. You get to see what baseball is like in different countries. Okay. In my opinion, dude, when I went to Mexico, I learned how to win. I saw what like Major League Baseball was like even before I got to be in the big leagues. Okay. I saw what a passionate fan base is like. I saw what money was like for the first time in baseball. And I was able to extend my career and show that I was able to help other baseball teams win in different atmospheres. It got me more opportunity. Okay. Now, if you ever get the opportunity to go play winter ball, take it. But sometimes you're not that fortunate to have that stuff extended to you. Venezuela, I'm not going to Venezuela, dude. Right? I don't necessarily want to go somewhere where like there's a whole bunch of stuff that could happen where I could get killed for cheap, dude. I'm not feeling that. Okay? Mexico was safe, dude. I loved it. It was awesome. I felt protected. Like baseball was everything over there. It felt like the big leagues, dude. They treated you fantastic. All right? Puerto Rico was great. The money for me wasn't great. Dominican Republic. If you have the opportunity to play in the Dominican Republic, bro, you take it. Okay? Winter ball can change your life. Here's how you get an invite, and here's how you make the most out of it. Okay. You do not need to be a superstar to play winter ball. You do not. Absolutely. You just have to be a winner. First and foremost, you have to prove that you are a winner. You have to be a grinder. You have to show up day in and day out, and you have to prove you have what it takes to play in a new environment. This shit cannot phase you, bro. It's okay. So you show up, and these guys, there are bands playing from the first inning to the last inning, and between every pitch. There's no dead space, dude. There's no like dead noise. There's music blaring. There are fans yelling. There are cheerleaders dancing on top of the dugouts nonstop on the field. Dude, there's bands. Dude, it's wild. Okay. The fans are die hard, man. And it's crazy, but they show up a little late. So they always show up in like the second or third inning is when they start piling in. And it's usually a packed house by the end of the game, dude. Mexican baseball fans are passionate and they get after it. Okay. In order for you to be invited, have an opportunity to play in one of these foreign leagues and play winter ball, you don't have to be a superstar. Absolutely not. Got to be a winner. You got to be committed. You can't be half in, half out. Okay. So these guys have conversations with you. They know who you are. They'll ask your organization about you. They'll ask all these questions. Is this dude serious? Is he all in on the baseball career? Because I don't want to give this guy $10,000, $15,000 to fly out here first class, get hotel rooms, get top tier money, top tier food, top tier hotels, dining experience. They give you a car, whatever the case is. And he's half in. He just wants to go home. Okay. Like once Christmas rolls around, he just wants to go home and stay home. All right. They know that stuff, dude. They know that stuff. It is also important to get your name out there while you're playing. Let your agent or representation know that you're open to it. You don't need to be a minor league free agent to be eligible to play winter ball, bro. You can play winter ball in your first season. There's Australia too for like younger guys, maybe some lower tier dudes, where they get an extreme experience in baseball. I've heard amazing things about the Australian Baseball League, dude. But you can't be half in, half out, bro. You have to be fully committed. My experience, these guys want to win in winter ball. It is all about winning. They can't have imports coming in here wasting a spot half in, half out. That's the reason why you can make stupid money in winter ball. Okay. But it's more than just a paycheck. You got to want it. All right. So, number one, we talked about making it to minor league free agency. If you can get there, you can make stupid money up to 30 G's when I was playing. Might even be different now. Think about making 30 grand a month playing AAA baseball, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. After taxes, it's like 10 G's a paycheck. Imagine making 10 G's every 2 weeks just for playing AAA baseball. Wild. Number two, playing winter ball in Latin America. I'm not going to Venezuela, dude. I was never necessarily good enough to get over to the Dominican Republic. They didn't want me. Mexico was awesome. Puerto Rico was pretty cool. I loved Mexico, man. Would definitely recommend it. You gotta want it. Number three, this is important. I am now just finding out about this now that I'm done playing, okay? But if you want to make money in baseball without ever playing in Major League Baseball, this is a game changer, okay? Start a brand. Sounds redundant, sounds stupid, but branding and social media can set you up not only for your current season right now, but it could have just recurring benefits and it can just change the game for you during your career, after your career, long after it's done, dude. It can help you leapfrog into the next stage. It can keep you fed and keep you making money before, during, and after the big leagues, even if you don't make it there. Okay. Think about who you are as a baseball player right now. I did not take advantage of social media when I was playing. I thought I was too cool to post. I thought I was too cool to keep people in the loop that followed me and like followed me because they thought I was funny or entertaining, right? Crazy me. Here I was not doing anything with it, okay? You can leverage that shit, dude. Your influence right now as a baseball player, whether you're in high school, whether you're in college, whether you are a professional, indie ball, minor leagues, major leagues, your influence is at its peak right now. Think about if you stop playing baseball, even if you're only in high school or college, dude, you just become a regular person and you're going to have no influence. Crazy to say. Start building something right now so that you have something to lean into when you're done. It's a good way for you to stay in the game. Look what I'm doing here with the 9-hole. Okay. Imagine if I started this 10 years ago when I was still playing. Okay. You don't need a million followers in order to make money doing social media stuff and branding stuff. Okay. There are brands, products, companies, people that would love to do business with you, would love to follow you, would love to incorporate their stuff into what you're doing. They just don't know who you are yet, man. You don't need a million followers. You just need the right audience. Brands want to partner with athletes. Think about it. Gear companies, training brands, supplements, financial firms, okay? They want to brand with athletes. They want to be in business with those guys, man. Your influence is at its peak. Even local businesses, man, they will pay people to be associated with a pro baseball player. If a pro baseball player, right? If you are playing in a home city, reach out to local people. Reach out to local businesses, man. Maybe you can get a car out of it, okay? That's what you can do that in college, right? Name, image, like this, man. You can cash in on that stuff as well. Leverage your social media. If you want to build a brand that pays, you be yourself. Be authentic, man. I get it. Some people might make fun of you for making content, dude. I get it. But you know what people won't be able to make fun of you for is building a brand that people actually want to tune into and that benefits them. That benefits you being able to reach them and provide them with value and being able to have a good match made in heaven there by building a brand that works. Okay. Engage. Show behind the scenes stuff, dude. You are going to the cage on your free time anyway, right? Why not take a video of your routine? Hey, this is what I do. This is what works for me, bro. This is my routine off the tee. Maybe you do one video a week, one video a month. There are other people that want to see that might be too afraid to ask you or that just don't know that you even exist. All right. The biggest mistake players make in wrapping up right here, the biggest mistake players make is they wait too long to start doing this. This is my example here. Okay. I waited too long to start building this brand to start talking about my experience, start educating, man. If you have the ability to access social media, you have the ability to start building a brand. You can monetize it. Sponsorships, coaching, online programs, digital products, dude. We can start getting into the weeds, but you guys have an off season, right? There is always an off season. What are you doing in the off season? All right. Things I've learned from growing my brand. All right. This 9-hole brand. There are people out there that would value you and value what you have to say. They just don't know you exist yet. Even if you're playing in Double A, even if you are a Division I baseball player, even if you are a junior college baseball player, even if you are a JV baseball player, there are people out there that would value what you have to say, value your experience. They just don't know you exist yet. How crazy is that? You're leaving a whole lot on the table. Those are the 3 ways to make money in baseball that could absolutely change your life, be game changers, and you don't even have to be the small sliver of a percent that gets to make it there, okay? To the pinnacle. You can still cash in. You can still leverage what you do well and leverage what you have and turn it into a successful, financially rewarding career, okay? Appreciate everybody being here and tuning in. Most players think that their only shot at making money in baseball is making it to the big leagues, man. That's crazy. That is a losing mindset. Yes, we want to make it to the big leagues, but that is not the only way that you can make money in baseball. It is a losing mindset. There are multiple ways to turn this game into a lucrative career, and it starts by recognizing your value, first and foremost. Whether it's grinding to minor league free agency, playing winter ball for some extra cash, or building a brand that works for you, opportunities are out there. Oftentimes, we just don't see it because we're so locked in on that top goal. Don't wait for the big leagues to start making money. Leverage your career, leverage your skills and your name, and cash in now before the game passes you by. Because guess what, boys? At some point, we're all taking our jersey off for the last time, and that shit is going to pass you by. Okay? Don't wait. If this episode hit home, share it with a teammate who needs to hear this. Okay? There are a lot of teammates that are running the race. They're just trying to get up there and they're losing the vision of what's right in front of them. There's opportunity everywhere. Share it with somebody that you play with that you know needs to hear this. If there's anything that doesn't make sense to you guys, okay, DM me. I'll help you out. If you want more strategies on how to maximize your career in baseball, I will answer every single message. Reach out to me on Instagram. That's the best way, at the 9 hole. Subscribe and follow. Don't miss the next episode. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep building your future in baseball. Keep grinding, fellas.